I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but it does get better. And, excuse me, that's not a platitude. That's not me saying, a lot of people are always like, oh, don't worry, everything works out and everything gets better. And these kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but these kind of generalizations that, like, everything's going to lift and life is going to be wonderful. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that physiologically, and I do not know the science behind this, but I think we can all relate to this. Let me explain what I'm saying. That in all the years I've had depression, never once did a therapist or doctor or anyone ever say to me, it's going to lift. And so when you're really bad, you're thinking, this is where I'm going to stay, right? You think this is an infinite pain. It's never going to get better. I'm never going to survive this. Or when you're going through, even a stretch of time that feels that painful and that bad. But one day I don't know if I was reading an article or what it was, but someone somewhere said, eventually it will lift because it has to. It's like your brain is kind of trying to protect you. So let me put it to you this way. If you've suffered a major loss, right, and you've grieved, you know how when you're grieving you have those horrible times, and then suddenly you're okay for a few days or a week, or you might even go months and you're feeling okay. That's like your brain protecting you, because there's only so much emotional pain it can take. It's protecting you in a way. So I'm not saying it won't let the pain back in again, but it's almost like, okay, Melissa had, X amount of pain. We're going to let up on her for a little while. I don't know why. Like I said, I have no idea what the mechanism is around that, but it is true. And if you have a history of depression and you think back to your depression, there were probably times you were like, this is hell, this pain is going to last forever. And maybe that pain did last for a day, maybe it lasted for a week, maybe it lasted a year, but eventually it lifted. Maybe not all the way, but it lifted somewhat to a point of being manageable. So I just want you to know that that is a fact, that your worst day will not become the rest of your life. It just won't. And the pain that I've had the last few days, it's not going to be the rest of my life. It's just not. I mean, even today I'm better. I'm not well, but I'm better. I'm not in a state of despair. So I wish someone had said that to me at some point along the way, because I think a lot of us, when we're that bad, really truly believe this is it. This is where I'm always going to remain, in this dark place. But your brain literally, excuse me, just had a Diet Coke, so I'm all gurgly, literally will not allow it. It just, at some point, it's gonna give you a break. So I want you to know that, and I want you to try to remember that in the darkest times. And sometimes I have to remind myself. And just in the last couple of days, I'm breathing a little better, I'm doing a little better, I saw my primary care this morning. She wants me to go inpatient. I still do not. Because I am, like I said, if I felt I was a threat to myself, I would. I don't feel that I'm a threat to myself. And I have a situation that doesn't make it easy for me to go inpatient. So if I was going to do that, it would have to be like very much a kind of life or death situation for me. But anyway, I'm okay today. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I've got referrals. And I may have another day, and I'm sure I will have another day where I feel awful despair. And you may have another day or a week or a month of awful despair, and I know it's hugely painful. But please try to remember, it does lift. You will not feel that way forever. I promise you that.